Hello friends, good evening. How are you? I hope you are doing well. My name is Sneha Malik. Today my topic is operators. It is very important concepts of basic of programming. So before starting this, I would like to give you an example of so that you can understand what is the meaning of operands, what is operator and what is the expressions. So first of all, I am taking an example here. Like you have given a statement that is S is equal to 2 plus 3. So here what is the expression? Expression is S which contain the value of 2 plus 3 or which have the value sum of 2 plus 2 and 3. Now here how we write an expression. So for this we need to understand the meaning of operands and operator. So in this what we have operands and what we have operators. So what all the numbers you are able to see like 2, 3 or we can take decimal number also like we have 5.3. So what all the operands we have in this expression, the operands are 2, 3 and 5.3. Now what is this? This plus and this symbol. It is basically a symbol but its purpose is used to or to do the sum of two numbers. So what this symbol will do? It will result as the sum of these three numbers. So which operator we are using in this? Only one operator, that is a symbol. So what is the definition of expression? Expression is a combination of operands plus operators. Now you understood about the operands. Operand means what all the numbers we are used or what all the characters we are used in expression or in an equation that are known as the operands. Now what do you mean by operators? What all the symbols we are used in an equation that are known as operators. Now consider one more example. Like I am taking here polynomial function that is x power 4 3x power cube minus 5x square plus 4x minus 1. So here what all the operators we have? Operator means what all the symbols we are using here. This plus, minus and minus. So there are only two operators we are used in this, that is plus and minus. Now what all the operators? Operands. In this we have how many operands? X, 3, 5, 4 and 1. Now you think about this. We are thinking about this. How we write this x power 4. So here we are x power 4 can be written as x multiply x multiply x multiply x. So according to this, in this equation or in this polynomial function, we are using one more operator, that is multiply. So this polynomial function can be written as x multiply x multiply x multiply x plus 3 multiply x and x minus 5x into x plus 4 multiply x minus 1. So what all the operators we are using in this? 1, 2 means this one symbol, second symbol, third symbol. So there are three symbols in this equation. So these three symbols are known as operator and these other like x, 3, 5, 4 and 1, these all are the operands. So what is the definition of expression? As I told you, expression is a combination of operands and operators. So by this example, I would like to tell you how we write an expression. Basically, we call them in mathematic terms like 2x plus 5. We call it as a equation. But in this computer programming, we call it an expression or a statement. Now, what do you mean by operator? In this video, you will learn about the meaning of operator and the types of arithmetical, logical and relational operator available in C, Java and Python programming language. So first of all, what is the meaning of operator? As from this example, like 2x plus 3, what do you understand? What is operator? It is a symbol. Okay. So what is the operator? Operator is a symbol that tells the compiler or interpreter to perform specific calculations like mathematical calculation, relational calculation and logical calculations and produce a final result. So what is the definition of operator? Operator is a symbol tells the compiler or interpreter to perform specific calculations on arithmetical, relational or logical operation and producing a final result. So you understood this definition. What is the definition? Operator is a symbol tells the compiler. You know about the compiler, in which programming languages we are using this compiler. Compiler is basically used to convert high level language or means programming language, high level language to binary format. Why we are using the compiler? Because computer does not understand the programming languages that is written in high level language. Computer only understood the binary language or binary format. So compiler is used to convert the high level language into binary format so that we can get the result from the computer when we compile the code. So operator is a symbol that tells the compiler. Compiler is used by C language, Java language, C++, etc. or interpreter. There are some programming languages that is there is no use of compiler. They are directly executed or they are directly converted into the binary format. So when we execute the code, so that type of in that type of languages we are using interpreter. So the interpreter are used by Python, PHP, Perl, Ruby, etc. programming, like these type of programming languages, to perform specific calculation on arithmetical, relational and logical operations and producing a final result. So in this video I will explain you the arithmetical, relational and logical operations which are available in C language, Java language and Python programming language. So I am explaining the first operator, that is arithmetic operators. What do you mean by arithmetic operators? Like I am taking an equation here, that is 2x plus 3 or 2x square plus 3x minus 5. Why it is known as an arithmetic equation? Because in this we are using this plus, minus, and this can be written as I told you, 2x into x. So there are three operators, multiply, plus and minus. These all are also known as an arithmetic operators. So in programming languages, if we write this equation is known as arithmetic expression. So what do you mean by arithmetic expression? The expression which is written by using arithmetic operators is known as arithmetic expressions. So what are the arithmetic operators we have in Java, C and Python programming languages? These all are operator, meaning, and example. So first operator is plus. What is the meaning? This is same as you also know about this. This is used to add two numbers. So its meaning is addition of two numbers, or we can say addition of two operands. So here I am taking an example of two operands, that is a is equal to 10 and b is equal to 5. So what will be the output of this? A plus b, the output of this will be 10 plus 5, which is equal to 15. So what is the definition of operator? Operator is a symbol that tells a compiler or interpreter to perform specific calculation on mathematical, that is arithmetical, relational and logical operations, and produce a final result. So what it produced? It produced the sum of two numbers, that is equal to 15. So in C programming language, or in I am taking here Python programming language example. So how will it write the Python program to do the sum of two numbers? The code for this is a is equal to 10, b is equal to 5, then c is equal to a plus b, and print sum of a plus b is, sum of a and b is c. So when we execute this code, it will return the 15, okay, as the output. Now the second operator is minus. So this symbol is same as mathematical operator, is used to subtract second operand from first operand. So what is the meaning of this operator? Used to subtract second operand from first operand. So how we will write in this Python programming language? Like a minus b, 10 minus 5, it will return 5. So how we'll write the code in Python? C is equal to a minus b, print. Now what do you want to print? Subtraction or difference. So the difference of a and b is equal to 5 or c. Why? Because it is stored in C. Now the third operator is, that is multiply. Same as a mathematical operator, it is used to multiply two numbers, three numbers or any numbers. So the meaning of this operator is multiplication of operands. Multiplication of operands. So here a into b, it will return 10 into 5, that is 50. So same in Python programming language. This code is wrong because Python does not use semicolon, so we cannot write code in next line. So we need to write in the same line of code. Now C is equal to A into B and print multiplication is equal to C. Now the fourth operator is division. It is used to divide A by B. It divides. This operator is used to divide A by B or first operand by second operand. So what it will return, you need to remember here one thing. When we are using this operator, it is used and it divides A by B or first operand by second operand or numerator by denominator, and it will return quotient value. Not because if the in this it will not return decimal or any if the number is not divisible fully by the denominator, so it will not return the answer in points. It will return only the quotient. Like 10 divided by 5, it will return 2. You can see here, when we divide by 10 by 5, the remainder is 0. So this value is your output. Now if we have one more number, that is D is equal to 17. So in this case, if I am writing here D divided by B. Okay. So here 17 divided by 5. So when we divide 17 by 5, 5 3s are 15 and remainder is 2. So the output of this operator will be only your quotient value. So the answer is 3. Okay. Now, so how we'll write in the Python programming? C is D divided by B and print D divided by B is equal to C. Okay. Now the next is fifth operator, which is modulus. Its name is modulus operator. It will saying divide A by B or numerator by denominator. So what is the meaning of this? It divides A by B. Division also divide, this operator also divide A by B. But what is the difference between these two? In this operator, it will return the output as a whatever the quotient you have. Now, what it will return, what this operator will return? This operator will return remainder value. Whatever the remainder you will have, that will be the output. Like in this case, if I am writing here, C is equal to A by A mod B. So what will be the output? In this case, what is the remainder? Remainder value is 0. So the output will be 0. And if we are taking second example, that is C is equal to D mod B. So what will be the output in this case? Here D value is 17. When it divides by 5, the remainder what you will have? What you will get the remainder when you divide 17 by 5, the remainder is 2. So here the output will be 2. Okay, so in this case, when D divide by B, then what is the remainder is 2. So that will be the output in this case. So these are the common operators. These all are the 5 common operators that are used by Python programming language, C language and Java programming language. The meaning of all operators are same in these 3 languages. Only the syntax is changed. As I told you in my previous video, if anyone have not seen, please go and watch. I will share the link in my description box. in Python programming language, we don't need to declare variable. Directly we can take a variable with value and use in our program. And in C language and in Java programming language, how we'll write a code to print all this thing? First of all, we need to declare the variable and store the values in that variable. I am writing the code here for C language. So here first of all we need to declare variables and store the variables, and one more variable we need to take in which we will store the result. And now if you want to add two numbers, here we will write first C is equal to A plus B, then printf statement we will be using to print the output. The sum is equal to %d also we need to use because it is an access specifier for integer numbers, and here we will write C. Okay. So this code I have written here only for addition of two numbers. You can use all these operators in a one program also. Name is exponent division or exponent operator. And the another one is this double slash. Its meaning is floor division. Now one by one I will explain these two. What is the meaning? What is the purpose of this exponent operator, that is double multiply? So basically in C programming or in Java programming, like if you have to find the power of 2 to power 3. So we are using in C and Java, we are using a mathematical function that is power. Power, in this we need to write base, whose power you want to find out, and till how much power you want to find, like 2 power 3, so it will return the result that is equal to 8. Now in case of Python programming language, we are using this exponent operator instead of this power function. So exponent function have a same meaning, that is to calculate the power of an operand. How we will write this? Like here you want to store the result in C. So C is equal to, I am writing, I want to calculate the power of 5, 3. So we will write here first B, because 5 is stored in B variable. So B double star 3. Okay. So how its meaning is 5 into 5 power 3, or it can be written as 5. Its meaning is 5 power 3. So the output of this will be 125. Okay. And in Java and C programming language, it will be written as power 5, 3. So the output is 125. Now the next is floor division. This operator is used, like if here I am taking this D value, C is equal to D by B. Double division sign I am taking here. D by D floor division B. Now what is the purpose of this division symbol? This division symbol, it will return the round off value of the answer. Like if we divide 17 by 5, so 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, and remainder is 0. But what the purpose of this double slash or floor division operator? It will round off this number. Round off this number means it will, if the number is after decimal, if the number is greater than or equal to 5, it will increase the value by 1. Otherwise, it will drop that value if it is less than 5. So here this 3.4. So after decimal we have 4. 4 is less than 5. So we will drop this value. So the output of this will be 3 only. Okay. So what is the purpose of this float division? Is used to round off the output near to whole number. So in arithmetic operators we have 5 common operators which is used by C, Java and Python, that are plus, minus, multiply, division and mod. Extra operators which is used by Python only, that is exponent and float division. Now the second type of operator, relational or comparison operator. As the name indicate, comparison means these types of operators are used to compare two operands or two values. So like consider an example. Here we have A is equal to 10 or B is equal to 20. Okay. Now we have to check which value is greater, and I want to check like A is greater than B. So how will check? We will write here this expression, A is greater than B. We need to check is A is greater than B or not. Okay. So this operator, this symbol is known as relational operator. Okay. And here A and B are operands. So what is the definition of expression? It is a combination of operands and operator. So this type of expression is known, in which we are using relational operators. That type of expression are known as relational expressions. So what are the relational operators we have in C language, Java language and Python programming language? So these all are, first of all, operator, meaning and example. So first operator is, its meaning is, it is known as equal to. Its name is considered as equal to. Okay. What is the purpose of this operator? In this we check the values of two operators. If the values are equal, then it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So what is the purpose of this? It is used to checks the value of operands. If both are same or equal, then it will return true. Okay. So here if I check A is equal to B, is it true? No. So what is the output of this? Output for this will be false. Why? Because 10 is not equal to 20. Okay. Now the second relational operator is this symbol. What is the meaning of this symbol? This symbol meaning is not equal to. Now what is the purpose of this? How it works? It checks the values of two operands, and if the both values are not equal to each other, then it will return true. It is just opposite of this, means it checks the value of two operands if the values are not equal, then it will return true. Understand? Means now in this case, if I am writing here A is not equal to B. If A is not equal to B, now what is the value of A? 10, not equal 20. This condition is true. So what will be the output here? The output will be true. Okay. Now the third operator is greater than. What is its name is greater than. Now what is the purpose of this? In this, this operator is used to check the left hand side value is greater than the right hand side value or not. Means it used to check left hand side operand is greater than right hand side operand or not. Right hand side operand, if it is greater, then it will return true. Okay, like here we will write this expression as A is greater than B. Now what is the value of A? 10, greater than 20. Is it true? No. So in this case the output will be false. Now what is the next type of operator? That is less than. So what is the purpose of this? In this, it is used to check the left hand side value is less than the right hand side value or not. If it is true, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false. So here I am taking this example again, A less than B. So here A value is 10 less than 20. So 10 is less than 20? Yes. So the output will be true in this case. So what all you see in this, the output is either true or false. So these types of outputs are known as Boolean type. Means the result is either true or false. Okay. So these are types of operators are also in some programming languages also known as a comparison operator. And whatever these all the operators, when we write in with the operands, these all operands, a combination of operands and operator are known as relational expression. Now there are two more relational operators. These all are, fifth type is greater than or equal to, sixth one is less than or equal to. So in this case, this type of operators are used to check where left hand side operand value is is greater than or equal to right hand side value. Okay, it is used to check left hand side operand value is greater or equal to right hand side operand. If yes, then it will return true. Now here we have two values, that is 10 and 20. Instead of this, I am taking another example. So here this is B value is 10. So now I am writing this expression A is greater than or equal to B. Now A value is 10 and B value is 10. So 10 is greater 10? No. 10 is equal to 10? Yes. So when this one of them is true, then it will return true. So 10 is greater than, no, but 10 is equal to 10. So the output of this will be true. Now taking one more example, like C value is 9. Okay. So here I am writing A is greater than or equal to C. So what is the value of A? It is 10. C is 9. So what will be the output? The output will be false. Why? Because 10 is greater than 9. Yes. But output will be true. Because 10 is greater than 9. But 10 is not equal to 9. So one condition is true. That's why the result is true. Okay. Now the next is less than or equal to. Same like that. It used to check left hand side operand value is less than or equal to right hand side operand. If yes, then it will return true. Otherwise it will return false. Now see the same values. In this case I am writing A is less than or equal to B. Here this value is 10. This value is 10. So 10 is less than 10? No. But 10 is equal to 10. So it will be, output will be true. Now taking another, A is less than or equal to C. So 10 is less than or equal to 9. Now check, 10 is less than 9? No. And 10 is equal to 9? No. So both of them are no. So the final result will be false. Okay. So these all are the relational operators that are used by all these three languages, that is C, Java and Python programming language. Next type of operator is logical operator. These types of operators are very important for any programming languages, because if we have two conditions and we have to find the final result, so in that case we are using this logical operators. Like if you have given means what I told you, the logical operator means when we have to find the result from two conditions, then we are using the logical operators. So what is the consider this example. Here I have A is equal to 95. Means this is a marks of a student, that is equal to 9. I'm taking here 45. Okay. So here I have two conditions. The student marks is 45%. He will consider pass only when if A is, means the marks, this is marks. If the marks is less than 95 and or less than 95 or marks is greater than 35. So if this is your one condition and this is your second condition, based on these two conditions we need to find the result of this student, he is passed or not, he cleared his exam in his exam or not. So for this type of to solve these types of problems we need the logical operators. So here are three types of logical operators in C language, Python language and Java programming language. So these all are operators, meaning and example. So what are the three operators? First one is, its name is AND. Second, OR. Third, NOT. Okay. So what is this? What is the name of this operator? This operator name is logical AND operator. So what is the purpose of this? The purpose of this operator is, if the value of both operands, like you have two operands, A is equal to 10 and B is equal to, we have two operands, like student marks, we have A got 40%. Okay. and we have two operands, means two conditions. First operand will be considered as marks is less than 95 and marks is greater than 30%. Okay, so in this case this first condition will be considered as operand A and the second condition will be considered as operand B. Okay, and in place of this and we will write this symbol. So if this both, what is the purpose of this, what the output is returned by, will return by this AND operator if both the operands are true. In that case the output will be true. If one of them is false, then the result will be false. So what is the purpose of this? If both the operands are true or non-zero, then it will return true, otherwise false. Okay, so here marks, what are the marks? A marks, what is the A marks? A got 40%. So 40 is less than 95? Yes, true. And 40 is greater than 35 or 30? Yes, true. So the both answers are true. So it will return output is true. Okay. Now coming to the second operator, that is OR. And one more thing, in Python, in C language and in Java language we are using this symbol, or in C++ also we are using this double AND symbol, or we can say it double ampersand symbol, and but in Python language we need to write this AND only in small letter. Okay. Now OR operator. In C and Java we are C, Java and C++ we are writing this symbol to check this condition, and in Python we need to write in the small letter between two operands OR. Okay. So what is the purpose of this OR operator? It is known as a logical OR operator, and if in this case if one of the operand is true, then it will return true. It will return the output true, otherwise false. And if both the operands are false, then the output is false. Now consider the example, like B is a student and B marks is 20%. Okay, so here marks value 20 is less than 95. Yes. Okay, or 20 is greater than 30. No. So what is the meaning of this? Here if any one condition is true, the output is true. So what will be the output in this case? The output will be true. The next is NOT operator. In Python programming language we are using not in small letters, and in C, Java and C++ we are using this symbol. So it is used, this operator purpose is reverse the output, means if the output we are getting true, it will convert into false. Means if the reverse the output, means if we get the output is true, it will return false. Okay, means just it used to complement the answer. So like consider an example. Here we have using, this is your operand A, this is your operand B. So I am writing here not A or B. So what is the value of A? A value is true. And what is the value of B from this condition, like 20 is greater than 30? No. So it is false. So when we have OR operator, what is meaning of this? If one of the operands is true, one is true, other is false, the result it will return true. Now not. Not means just use to reverse the value. If we have true, we will output will be false. But if we have false, it will return true. So that's all about the operators. There are many types of operators in different programming language, but I have discussed only these three types of operators, that are logical, arithmetic and relational operator. I hope you understand, and remaining operators I will discuss in my next video when I will do particular programming language. And I have tried to explain these all elements in my best way, and there are many elements of basic of programming, but I have explained few of them. So if anyone want to study another elements, then please ask in write in comment section, and from next video I will start Python programming language. I hope you like this video, and please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. And still, if anyone have any doubt, please ask in comment section. Thank you. I will see you in my next video.